Right, brief reaction to the Champions League draw, Europa League rematch. So we'll be discussing this on the Red Devil Live podcast, but there's some tasty ties. I genuinely thought that they were going to put the English sides against each other, but that didn't happen. I think the biggest thing is Bayern versus PSG, the final of the last year's Champions League. In the quarterfinals this season, Bayern versus PSG is absolutely it's just something else. It really is something else. And two of the arguable favourites for the tie for the Champions League, one of them is going to be knocked out. Who it is, we'll see what happens. But Bayern versus PSG is a big City versus Dortmund. City versus Dortmund. Erling Haaland to say what's up. You'd think, I think City, especially with how poor Dortmund's defence is, that they should get through that tie. But you never know. You never know. And this might be the time, really, especially with the psychology of City, for Erling Haaland to turn up. And Jadon Sancho returns. Jadon Sancho returns to the parent club for the first time after he left, obviously, them after him. So I think that has a lot of narratives as well. Obviously, the first game with the final have narratives. Lewandowski versus Mbappe. Then obviously Chelsea. I mean, every Chelsea fan right now, I mean, you've got to avoid Twitter, because you look at Chelsea versus Porto, and I don't think it'll be easy, especially because Chelsea scored tons of goals and Porto looked quite solid defensively. But let's be real, that's the tie that people wanted. Chelsea got Porto, and more to the fact that Chelsea on the side of the draw, where if they beat Porto, they will either face the last tie, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. And the funny thing about, though, that narratives, it's all about narratives, because Liverpool, Real Madrid was a final not so long ago, and you have two teams that have not been performing well domestically, that won their respective domestic titles, aren't most likely going to defend their domestic titles, and yet are seeking Champions League glory going forward. So there's a lot of big stuff riding on that Liverpool versus Real Madrid game. Are Jota, Sané, Mane, are they going to sort of come clutch? Will the defenders step up? How are they going to handle Karim Benzema? What is going to happen? Like, it's so evenly balanced, to be honest. If we're talking about ties that are evenly balanced, I think you see these ties. I don't think you could say that there's a one clear favourite. Even the Chelsea-Porto game, and you could say, right, this team is definitely going to go through. I think they're balanced ties. Balanced ties. But if I had to predict, I would probably say Bayern, City, Chelsea, and Real. That's what I would say right now. But yeah, UEFA Champions League, man. UEFA Champions League, Europa League draw coming soon, obviously. But my goodness, man. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. And for any Chelsea fan watching, I think this is probably the easiest path to the final. Whether they'll win or not remains to be seen. But if Chelsea lift the Champions League, oops. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil 3, follow us on Twitter and X, smash the notification button, play match on the news. Blah. Have a nice day and cheers.